Are you playing like this on Galaxite Corewars?
Yes! 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 Yes!
Do you wish you knew some good tips to help you out?
Yes! 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 Yes!
Well, look no further. Hi, I'm the small YouTuber, and I'm here to contact you about your car's extended warranty. Oh, wait. That was the wrong line. Sorry, that's for my summer job. Alright, so today I'm gonna show you how to get a girlfriend in Galaxite. Wait. Oh my god, no, this isn't the right... Who's in charge of the lines today? Jeez, now you just leaked the next video. Just roll the intro. Just roll it. Alright, so this video is going to be split up into two sections. The earlier part is going to be about more basic tips, and the later part is going to be about more advanced tips. But firstly, let's start with something everyone should do. Alright, stop queuing on people's games! Just because someone has a rank, that doesn't mean you need to queue on them. You're only going to improve if you fight these kind of people. Leaving the game doesn't gain you any skill on how to fight someone better than you. If you want to get better at PvP, you need to fight people that are better than you. Destroying nons over and over again isn't really going to be that helpful for you in the long run. So fighting these people that are better than you gives you more experience to practice fighting on them. I'm just saying, I see a lot of people queue on Galaxite, and it makes me quite sad because I personally look for competition. So please stop queuing! Alright, so I know a lot of you watching this is all common knowledge to you, but there are some new players out there that do watch my videos. So let's say, okay, you're not the best at PvP. Look immediately to the other base and see if you can see who they are. If you saw this player in the hub and they seemed good, they had a rank for example, or you looked at their stats and they actually were decent, it's probably best for you to play more defensive, but this does not happen that oftenly in Galaxite. Most decent players will have a colored name or a rank, except the blue name. That name was easy to get, and a lot of nons use it. Before the release of Season 3, the colored names actually used to display in the game while you were playing. But ever since the release, the colored names no longer show while you're playing the game, so you have to look around in the lobby to see who's with you. If you see anyone with a colored name, mainly purple, then they are probably pretty decent. Purple names were players from Season 1, and usually most of those players are pretty decent. Unless they got it from a helper reward. Then it's debatable. Alright, but in short, be observant of who's in your lobby. Sometimes people don't look around and actually know who's playing with them. So, just look around, and it'll give you an idea of who you're playing with. But remember, no queuing! So let's look at another example. So, like I said earlier, I decided to play more defensively because I expected the player to rush me. However, they actually didn't, and they were kind of AFK, so I took this opportunity to rush to them. Now what you see here is called jump bridging. I'm not going to do a jump bridging tutorial on my video, but there are plenty out there on YouTube. This doesn't take too long to master, and if you don't know how to do it, it's very easy to learn. It's very easy to do on Galaxite, and if you can do it, do it. So clearly rushing Jaden like this was the correct move for me to do, but again, it's kind of situational. More often than not, rushing is the correct answer, but again, like I said, if someone good is next to you, do expect to get rushed and play more defensively, either by blocking up your core before they rush you, or by buying a sword here like I did. It kind of depends on the map in a little bit because it depends on how long it's going to take for them to actually get to you. On this map right here, it actually might have been smarter for me to buy blocks and cover up my core, but I did want to make sure that I can kill him with the sword. So if you can get the sword, it is probably the better option, but sometimes you don't have enough time and you might need to just get blocks and cover up your core. But again, more often than not, it is better to rush once you feel good enough to do so. Just learn how to jump bridge and know when to make the right calls and you should be fine. Just make sure you're not bridging like this. Something a lot of newer players miss is the fact that you can actually kill cores by shooting them with a bow. Each bow shot does 1 damage to the core, although the registration seems to be a little bit broken right now because I couldn't get all of my arrows to do damage even though I was hitting it point blank. I must be worse with bows than I originally thought. Again, this is pretty much common knowledge, but a lot of people don't do this, but it's best to try and use as least blocks as you can when bridging from island to island. This will conserve your blocks, and you can get further and get yourself out of something unless you get stuck or you need extra blocks somewhere. So yeah, try to conserve blocks if you can. Alright, we're slowly moving our way up to more advanced stuff because this is something even some decent players still don't do. If your core is being damaged and you're nowhere near it, it's best to just continue what you're doing. Farm some gems, get some armor, and you should be alright. But don't rush back to your base or jump off the edge because you're not going to be able to make it back to your base in time and your core is already going to be eliminated. Again, just continue what you're doing, don't panic, just get some armor, and maybe perhaps go for their core because they're probably not going to be at their base, so just go for them. Alright, so this is more of a PvP tip for you, but snowballs in Minecraft Bedrock Edition are quite useful. They can help you get quick combos and help maintain combos while also helping you get out of combos. Snowball comboing takes a little time and practice, but there is something you should know about Galaxite snowballs. For some reason, they're slightly delayed when throwing them. The reason for this being would be because they started recording games for moderation purposes, and ever since they started doing that, the delay of the snowballs has been quite a little bit annoying. It'll take some time to get used to, and I'm still trying to learn it completely myself, but it is annoying and it is something we have to deal with. But that is something you guys should be aware of. One of the most annoying things in Corewars is accidentally clicking the upgrade arrow while fighting someone. Well, you can actually use this to your own advantage. If you can hit someone near the arrow, it is very likely that they'll actually click it and get stuck on the menu, but sometimes they'll even get stuck in the arrow itself, which will cause them to take damage. And if you look closely right here, you'll see that I actually missed my hit on Jaden, but instead the arrow does damage to him, putting him at 2 hearts, and all I have to do is hit him one more time and he's dead. This is kind of situational, but if you can do it, definitely try to hit them towards the arrow. Learning the player's hitbox can be very crucial. If you're fighting someone at an angle, it's important to hit them in the corner of their hitbox, which should be right around the middle. If you can hit the corner of this hitbox, then you should be able to land hits first if you can hit the corner of this hitbox. This is very good if you want to get the most amount of reach possible on somebody, and understand where to aim if you're fighting someone. Also, do me a favor and don't show this part to Killer, because that man's ping and reach is all over the place. Sorry about that, Killer. If you're trading with someone at someone's base and you happen to beat them and you're left like this on 1 heart, instead of buying armor or running away, one thing you can do is if you have the resources to buy it, just quickly buy some extra hearts. As you can see here, if I bought tier 1 armor, I would have died pretty much instantly, but instead I bought the hearts and that helped me continue the fight for a little bit, and that is something that a lot of players don't do. Definitely buy the hearts over the armor if you're in this situation. Jumping back to the hitboxes real quick, all cores do have the same hitbox, of course. However, the cosmetics look very, very strange. This particular core is kind of broken, and it kind of seems like you should be able to hit anywhere around the core, but no, you have to hit dead in the center, or else you won't be able to do any damage to it at all. Okay, now this is something I see tons of players make mistakes on. It's actually smarter to buy tier 2 armor and tier 3 hearts rather than just buy tier 3 alone. That's right. Not only is this cheaper, it's actually more effective. If you have 10 emeralds in your little hotbar, go ahead and just buy tier 2 with the tier 3 hearts. Trust me, you can take way more hits by doing this, and it is definitely worth doing more than just buying the regular tier 3. Alright, without further ado, I think that's going to do it for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you found something helpful in here. And hey, before you go, I'd really appreciate it if you did subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1K before the end of the year. Of course, you don't have to, and you can always unsub later. I'm just really hoping we can get this 1K before the end of the year. It'd make me ever so happy. Alright, without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Oh, and also, I'm streaming on Twitch now. That's right, so no more YouTube streams anymore. I've decided to move over to Twitch. My Twitch can be found in the description. And also, I have a new Discord you can join. Link to that is in the description. Alright, thank you so much for supporting me. Take care, and have a blessed day.
Smoke, here's my manners, yes please. I've been working way too hard to let y'all get to me. They must think I'm blind, but I'm blind enough to see. Finally got some hate, said it's no biggie to me. What's beef, what's beef? Oh my god, I killed a beat. Had to let some anger go that way, I'm peaceful in